Hi, and welcome back to our Thanksgiving pie extravaganza with Sheila Pagano with Corina Bakery, one of my very favorite bakeries ever, located in downtown Tacoma, just by the cinema there on Fawcett. It's such an amazing location, and it is not too late to order your pie for Thanksgiving. Monday, November 24th is that deadline. Amazing opportunities to order even like gluten-free baked goods and, you know, so many amazing things. But Sheila, I really want to learn how to make a pie.
Yes.
And you're going to walk us through a little bit of that today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. So I'm really excited here. I'm going to create an apple pie for you. We're going to first get some melted butter here going. I know that's kind of sizzling. I have the heat on. And what we're doing here is creating a roux. So sorry for the...
and there's the roux, that's what, so when I make an apple pie and it gets a little runny when you cut it, is that probably because I don't do this step?
It could be. So this is a different style of pie. We're basically making a sauce to coat the apples, kind of a caramely, spicy sauce that will coat the apples. It'll give it a lot of flavor here. So what I did was added some melted butter, about 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Then I added in some flour, kind of like how you'd make a gravy or a bechamel when you're starting out the sauce. And now that my butter is melted and my flour is cooked through in here, I'm going to add some sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and that will go in, as well as some apple juice. So this is about 8 ounces of apple juice. So I'm just kind of putting that apple flavor back into this sauce.
And what kind of apples did you use, or do you have a favorite kind of apple for your apple pies?
Yes, I like to do a mixture of apples. So this is Delicious and Granny Smith. Granny Smith by itself for me is a little bit too tart, so I like to mix that to have a combo that is a little bit more sweetness with another apple. So that's what this is here. And these are peeled 3 pounds of apples. So after we get this sauce a little thickened here on the stove, we're going to then add it to the apples. And that's going to coat all of the apples. And I'm just going to switch this over here.
Yeah, please. Let me get out of your way.
Oh,
no, you're
sorry
good.
about that. That's going to coat all of the apples here.
And that didn't take that long, just to make the roux, and then
doesn't take long at all. So now you can see I have some spices going on in here. I have the sugar kind of coating the apples to add a little bit extra sweetness. And while this cooks in the pie shell, this will kind of thicken even further and give it a nice kind of saucy texture to the apples. This is a pie shell here. You can use any pie shell from the grocery store. You can make the pie shell from scratch. Pie dough is pretty easy. So what I did here is just kind of lay it out, and then I crimped the edges.
You just crimp them with your thumbs, right?
Yep, I have a little secret. I use 2 fingers and a thumb.
Ah, look at that. The secret revealed.
Yep.
So good.
And you just keep going around and around. So this is going to be the pie shell, and this is raw dough. We're not going to bake it or anything yet. So now I will add the apples into here.
3 pounds of apples. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice, tall, hearty pie. And once the apples are in here, I'm going to create a lattice crust. So for the apple pie, there are kind of 2 types of ways that you can do the finishing crust. Some people like to do a full top pie crust. Those are extra pie dough lovers that like a lot of crust on their pies. And you could just kind of add this whole entire crust to the top. Other ways to do it are to make a lattice. I really like a lattice because I think the presentation is very beautiful with the lattice. And also I like to kind of put some decorative touches on it with some cinnamon sugar and things.
And then it also, I'm remembering back to when my grandma taught me how to make pies, and you have to have some kind of vents in the top of the pie for the moisture to evaporate.
Exactly.
And the lattice is like, hey, look, it's a beautiful, little, place for the liquid to evaporate from a little bit. Then,
exactly.
Which is good.
You know your pies.
I mean, I'm learning from the best, that's for sure. I mean, so you've been at Corina Bakery for
15 years.
15 years.
Yes, I love it so much. It's the best job ever. I mean, I get to make pie for fun, and it's my job. It's the best.
I love it. It's so good.
Okay, so now for the lattice, I'll teach you a couple little tricks here.
Okay.
So I rolled out some pie dough.
Yeah.
And I'm left-handed, so excuse my reach
No,
over.
you're good.
Left-handed problems. But I'm going to cut some strips of pie dough here. And this will be about an inch thick. And you can do them thicker or thinner. The thinner you make them, the more intricate the lattice will become.
And you didn't pre-bake the pie
I
shell.
didn't, yeah. This is just a raw dough.
Okay.
We're gonna bake it in the oven for about 40 minutes to 60 minutes. So it will definitely cook through. So for the lattice, when we're creating the design, first you're gonna start with an X. So you'll do one over the top this way.
In the middle.
And
See,
one this way.
I would have started on the end.
Yeah, so this is a little secret. So now you're gonna work from one side over. So we're gonna go from right to left. So I'm gonna put then one, this is over here. And then I'm gonna flip this and I'm just gonna weave it back and forth.
Sheila.
And then the same way this way. I'm gonna put this on top and then I'm gonna weave it back and forth this way.
This is genius.
Yeah. And now we have our map kind of laid out.
Yeah.
So we can just pull these for the overs and slide that in here. And then now it's going to be the opposite end. So we'll put those ones back and then flip the other two. Get this guy in there.
This is so much better than
Yeah.
how I would do it from the side, and then I would get partway through and then forget where I was, and
Yeah.
then I just pile it on and pretend that people don't notice. Or
Just put some ice cream on it and then you're good.
that's exactly it. What's your favorite way to serve apple
Yeah.
pie?
Okay, this is maybe a little bit unpopular, but cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
Don't knock it till you try it. You have to try a slice of apple pie with cheddar cheese. It is so good. Apples and cheese plus
Yeah,
kind of
so
the cinnamon
good.
component. Awesome. So after I have the lattice here, then I would just pinch the ends of the pie to kind of break off any of the kind of
Just the
stragglers.
extra.
Yeah. And then once we kind of get that accomplished, we can kind of put some finishing touches on it. So I brought a little mixture here, and I wanted to just tell the audience about this.
Yeah.
This is a little pro tip.
Okay.
This is heavy cream mixed with 2 eggs. It creates
Oh.
a beautiful egg wash that doesn't get too dark because of the heavy cream and egg kind of side by side. They help each other get shiny and glossy, but don't get too dark.
No
So,
burning.
Yeah, exactly, no burning. So you want to just put this all over your pie. And when you go to bake it off, this is going to create a very beautiful sheen. And then on top of this, this will also allow some cinnamon sugar to stick. So I will then create this little effect here on the sides. This is just a 5-to-1 ratio of sugar to cinnamon. And so you'd put that there on the ends. And this is how I would like, to have my pie at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And this in the oven, again, like I said, for 40 to 60 minutes. I know that's kind of a long time range, but I bake it usually about 350 degrees. And you know your oven. Some ovens
Yeah.
run a little hotter, some run a little cooler. But I always check it at the 40-minute mark and then kind of see where it's at there.
And this is what it looks like when
Yes.
it's all done,
Yes.
which is amazing.
Yeah, so
And
let me cut this open for you so you can
Haha,
kind of see.
pie for breakfast. It's my favorite. And just remember, not too late to order your Thanksgiving pies from Corina Bakery Monday, November 24th. Get
Yes.
those orders in and come see Sheila
Yes.
at Corina Bakery. And so again, thank you so much for being here today on World Kindness Day. I'm going to enjoy some breakfast, so some apple pie. Hope you enjoy your breakfast too, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Have a